Radiation in the wild. How would we know? That's a tough one. Truly tough. The planet itself emits radiation. The sun, the solar system, the galaxy, there's radiation all around us. Light is a form of radiation. And there's so many others we can't see that are the fundamentals of life itself. This energy, these movements of energies around, right? It's what we make mysticism about, trying to understand being here, this thing in the yellow shirt. So, radiological incidents. We are one. You could argue we are the result of billions of years of evolution through some radiological cycles that have occurred on the planet. We can see them and know about them. So, all different types. Solar flares, the effects of releases of energies from the sun, besides the light that we might or might not see from those flares. So, this idea of energy. In radiation, there are really two types. There is a point source. Now, that point source could be the side of a mountain where there's a high density of these materials, enough to make a Geiger counter click faster and to bring the mining equipment in to harvest it. So if you zoom out on the planet, the side of that mountain is a point source, right? Afghanistan, parts of Afghanistan are point sources when you're looking with a satellite. But if you zoom in, it's background radiation. It's noise. If you live in the village nearby, you don't hear it. You might feel it. You might feel it in generations of questions about your family's life and health, because that's how it works. So we have learned these things slow and over time. There are two types of sources. Background. Normal. This is a scientific word, normal. There is normals with prefixes like T-normal, Abby-normal. Eh? So this radiation is talked about in many different ways, in many different measurements. We can talk about sieverts, becquerels, Roentgens. We can talk about alpha energies, beta energies, gamma, neutrons. We can go into particle physics and subatomic conversations that few people on the planet can have. We call these people professionals, and they usually work for institutions to keep us informed and safe, right? So a point source versus distributed source. A point source would be probably something man-made now. When you're talking smaller points, it might be a radiation source from a metal inspection type of operation. It could be a nuclear battery, which Russia was full of. RTD devices, there's a bunch of other acronyms for them, none of them wrong. So we know about these things, but Russia has been producing these little tiny batteries as heating sources, as electric sources, and as batteries for flashlights. They were military devices and fairly well monitored until things fell apart, because that's what happens. The money takes it and runs, and things fall apart. So, point sources, that little, maybe you can hold it in your hand and will burn and kill you within seconds. That's how quickly a high density radioactive nuclear device can be. And you can hold it in the palm of your hand, and it can kill families and generations. So some people are proposing these smaller devices to be put around maybe America. That was a joke when I was young. This is 50 years ago. There's a nuclear device in every garage. It was part of détente. It was part of, well, it'll generate electricity, and if you attack me, we can blow each other up. Neighborhood détente. I don't think we need that, but hey. Free Willy, right? My rights. So don't kill your neighbors, please. You want to know more about point sources, distributed sources?